Hey, how you doing everybody? My name is CherryBoy and welcome to Love Sweet Garnish. Listen to that fancy music. So fancy and so cute. Look at that. Alright, let's get right into it. Start from the beginning. Alright, here we go, fam. Let's see. Alright. Spring vacation. This is a time of year when where both excitement and worry for brand new life come to a peak. Sorry. I've moved out from my family house in the city. Now, my body gently rocks as I ride the express bus. My reason for moving out was simple. When my father was relocated for work overseas, I decided against going with my parents and decided to go live with my grandmother. At the very least, my father's work contract would last for around 2 to 3 years. I don't want to be away from Japan for that long. And rather than follow my parents to a foreign country that we're all not used to, I felt it would be better living at my grandma's house. My little sister decided to go with my parents, though. Of course, my little sister wanted to go with my parents, though. Of course, there are other reasons as to why I decided to live with my grandma, but for now, I feel like I still can't clearly say why. Interesting. Wonder why? To meet the waifus? Probably. Sorry, alright. Ooh. Alright. I'm assuming we got off the bus just now. Or we're on the bus. It's dark. Okay, we arrived here. Ooh, nice town. In the blink of an eye, the overnight express bus arrives in Hanasaka. Yeah, sorry, just getting the name down. Hanasaka, the town where my grandma lives. I slept through the trip, so the bus ride felt as if it took no time at all. Even so, my body had tensed up and became sore all over after being confined to the tiny bus seat. I reminisced a bit as I stretched. When I was little, I would come here to play quite often, but after my father's work picked up, I hadn't been able to visit my grandma much. I always meant to come here on my own, so maybe that's why I'm here now. I really do love my grandma, as well as this town. It's a bit different compared to back then, but looking around at it now, still feels very nostalgic. Now that I think of it, I feel like I've walked around this area with my mother and someone else before. Maybe it's just my imagination, but I do feel like I remember something like that. Having a fuzzy memory or not being able to remember things properly happens quite often for me. Maybe after living here for a bit, the memories will come back. And with that on my mind, I get off the bus and start walking towards my destination with a simple map my father gave me in hand. Alright, let's go meet Grandmama. Oh, here it is. Sorry. As I walked around looking at my map, I found the building I'm searching for. Remembering back to my childhood memories and from what I had heard from my parents, I'm certain this is the place. I'm feeling this music, yeah, I like it. It's the cafe my grandma ran, Milk Hall Carmela. On the first floor is the cafe, and the second floor is where my grandma lives, or Carmela. I don't know. Sorry. The house next door is also attached to the cafe. Its first floor is a normal living space, but it also has a kitchen and break space for cafe staff. Also on the second floor is the room that used to be my father's. Looking at the building brings back memories. Sorry. I've been here many times before as a child, but to see that it hasn't changed it at all since then makes me somewhat happy. Currently, the cafe has a sign saying closed temporarily. My grandma collapsed just recently and hasn't been able to run it anymore. Hey you, do you have a second? Oh, sorry, I'm in the way, aren't I? Just standing here. I'm suddenly called out to as I stare at the closed sign. I turn around to see a beautiful girl standing there. She has a slightly grown-up soft air to her. I can't help but feel like I know her from somewhere. Is it Grandma? Oh no, you're not in my way. Are you possibly... It really is you. I thought I remembered that face. Asaki-kun, right? I am Asaki Ogisawa. I am Asaki Ogisawa. Sorry. Sorry, we gotta try to get it right. I am Masaki Ogisawa. But who are you? I'm your older sister. Just kidding. I'm your older sister. Just kidding. It won't be bad if you call me that though. But this isn't the time to be teasing you. Do you remember me? I used to come and play at this cafe pretty often. Let's see. Oh, are you Big Sis Chisato? I mean, Chisato-san? That's correct. You're more than welcome to call me Big Sis Chisato, just like old times, you know. I just call you that while I was caught up in my memories, so... I'm not a kid anymore, so it's a bit embarrassing to call you Big Sis.
Really? That's a bit disappointing. But I get it. You've grown up so much since I last saw you.
Chisato has been beaming ever since meeting me again. Seeing her smile reminds me of the time we spent together. Chisato was a regular in my grandma's cafe, but last time I saw her, I was still in middle school. Dealing with Chunibyo. Sorry. You said you were going to study to be a chef, so I thought you wouldn't be living here anymore, Chisato-san. Chisato-san. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. I did talk about that back then. I did go to the city and work for around a year, but I got homesick. I ended up coming back home.
I see.
It seems like the countryside suits me better than the dizzyingly busy city.
Sorry.
My parents were happy I came home, and a bunch of the townsfolk told me how relieved they were to have me back. So I figured that things would be fine like this.
That reminds me, Chisato's home is actually Kumada Shrine. I can understand that her parents and the villagers would be relieved to have her back, with her being the daughter of the well-known shrine. The well-known? Return. That's cool. Your parents sure were worried about you, huh, Chisato-san? I wonder if mine are worried about me, with us separated like this. Oh my god, sorry, everybody, sorry.
It's just that my parents are overprotective is all. After all, your parents know this town. You'll be living with your grandmother, and all kids need to fly the coop at one time or another. They might actually be relieved.
That would be nice if that's the case.
You know, I've actually been helping out at Carmela since last year. Did you hear from your grandmother about it at all?
No, not at all.
Really? Really now? She did say that she didn't want to butt into your dad's life, so maybe that's why she didn't contact you much.
Yeah, that's why we were so surprised when we heard she was in the hospital.
She really didn't keep in contact much, huh?
The whole family felt that they didn't want to leave Grandma alone while she was in the hospital. My parents must have felt that it was a lifesaver when I said I wanted to go live at her place.
That's right. Why don't we head inside the cafe since we're just standing here chatting away anyways?
Is it okay for us to go in?
Of course. There's lots of things that have to be done daily even if it's closed. That's why I have a key.
Oh, so that's why. Well then, I would love to go in if possible.
Okay, go on ahead of me.
Alrighty then, now we're going in. Whoa. No. Why is it so depressing? The neatly arranged chairs and tables look so lonely in the empty cafe. When I was little, this place was always packed with lively customers. Now the emotional parts.
Sorry, I'm still in the middle of cleaning up.
Oh, yeah.
When I saw your grandma last week, she kept talking happily about how you would be here soon. Is she doing well?
Oh, is she doing well? I wonder when she'll be able to come back.
She was released from the hospital soon after being admitted, but it'll be tough for her to continue life as she did before. She's being looked after by relatives at their place for now.
I see. Then what'll happen to the cafe?
We don't know. It's been over a month since it's closed, and there's still no reopening in sight. So far there's only been talk of closing the store for good.
No way.
I wanted to do something about it as well, but most of the regular customers are also getting up there in age and aren't coming by as often. Other restaurants also keep popping up nearby, so it's tough to get new customers too.
I look around the closed-up milk hall Carmela. I'd heard from my grandma that this cafe was passed down from my great-great-grandfather. Long ago. Is it really okay for such a place to end like this? I wonder how happy he would be if Grandma could return happy and healthy to reopen the cafe. It's not like I came here to help Grandma reopen, and others might not be too happy with the relative that's been out of the picture for so long just barging in here, but would it be possible to open for business again?
Unless your grandma gets better, it's going to be pretty tough.
Grandma used to talk about how she promised Grandpa that she'd protect this cafe. That's why I feel like it shouldn't close. If she recovers, I'd like it to continue on.
Asaki-kun.
Chisato is surprised that I would suddenly say such a thing. Even I know that what I'm proposing is unreasonable, but looking around the empty cafe space, I couldn't keep myself from saying something. Yo, this music is so good. Sorry, saying such a crazy thing so suddenly when I don't even know how long the cafe has been closed.
Yeah, you surprised me.
Was that like a month? I thought you said a month.
But I'm sure your grandma would be happy to hear that you remember just how much the cafe means to her.
That sure would be nice. But my my grandma has been doing well, right? Right?
Yeah, quite well indeed. She's always been a busy bee, so unless others stop her, she'll start baking sweets every morning. Every morning. It does seem like she doesn't want to worry you much, though. She wants to see you once she's recovered a bit more first. When she's recovered a bit more first.
That sure sounds like her.
She's a strong lady, looking after the place all on her own. I really do look up to Kayoko-san, your grandmother.
I'm quite proud of her too. I'm sure once she's a bit better, she'll want to reopen the cafe.
I feel she will as well. But even if Kayoko-san reopens the cafe, nothing will change if guests aren't coming.
A way to get more guests. I'll think of something.
Huh? You'll get more people to come to Carmela?
Is it Carmela or Carmela? Hold on, I gotta hear this real quick. Carmela, yeah, sorry. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I'll call out to them in the streets or something. I'll think of a bunch of different things. I get that I'm just a deadbeat who doesn't know anything, but I'll figure something out. Even if I'm the cafe owner's nephew, Chisato must be troubled by my crazy request. I don't know how my grandma would feel about things, but I'm currently not in the position to be asking Chisato something like that. We might not be able to stop the cafe from closing, but if what I've said makes Chisato reconsider it, even ever so slightly.
Actually, there's something I haven't told you yet.
Something you haven't told me?
Yeah. Until Kayoko-san returns, I was actually asked to look after the cafe. Together with you.
Is that so?
Thank you. And there's one more thing. Kayoko-san, if you did come by this spring, she actually wanted you to help with the cafe originally. But now she's injured. On top of that, her dream of working at the cafe with you won't come true now. She must be so disappointed.
No way. I'm here now, so I'd like to do anything and everything I can for the cafe.
Dee, you're a good person. You certainly are the grandson of the person I admire so much.
You don't need to flatter me so much.
I'm glad you're honest with your feelings. I'd be sad if them city people had rubbed off on you.
Alright.
I understand how you feel. I respect that.
That was her talking, right? Yeah, sorry.
I understand how you feel. I respect that.
Thank you, Chisato-san.
If you could see the shiny look in your eyes, we still haven't decided what we're going to reopen yet, you know. I can take care of the technical stuff, so can you think of how you want the cafe to go forward in a more general sense?
How to go forward. Okay. Do you have anything that explains how this cafe was run up until now?
Oh, we do. Just wait. I'll go get them.
I don't know if the ideas of an amateur like me can get more customers. But I want to protect this cafe that my grandma wanted to continue on in the name of my grandpa. So I only have one choice. To try. Yes, to try. Here we go. Nice. After she went and grabbed me those papers, Chisato showed me to the room where I'd be staying in from now on. Alright. It was the room that my dad used to use back in the day, on the second floor.
I wanted to ask you what it feels like to be back home for the first time in a while, but I guess this will be your dad's home, right?
Yeah, my dad left here when he started university. I did come here often when I was little though, so it's pretty nostalgic to be at Grandma's place again. Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard that my dad's room is just as he left it when he went to university.
I was asked by Kayoko-san to tidy it up a bit, but yeah, it's pretty much the same as it was. I gathered up everything I thought you would need, but if there's something else, just let me know.
To go to all these lengths already. Thank you so much.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Kayoko-san asked me to. Kayoko-san asked me to, anyways. Hey, did you come here because you want to live in this town?
Yeah, my parents went overseas, but I didn't just come here because it was the only option left.
I see. I hope you grow to love this town then.
Thanks. I think it'll be a while until I get used to my new school, though.
Yeah, it's always a bit nerve-wracking at first, but I'm sure it'll lead to new experiences. Maybe you'll make a new girlfriend too.
Huh? No way. A girlfriend is...
Judging by your response, I guess you don't have one. You seem like you'd be popular with girls, though.
No way. I'm not popular or anything. I start to shake. I never thought this topic would come up. It's not like I didn't talk to girls or like I didn't want a girlfriend. It just never seemed like there were any girls interested in me. I've never had a crush on anyone either, anyways.
Even if you don't get a girlfriend, I'm sure you'll be fine at school once you make some friends. You'll just have to work at it. You'll just have to work at it a bit in the beginning. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get out there and talk with everyone.
If you get that gung-ho about it, I'm sure you'll make some friends quick. But if you don't worry about it. I'll introduce you to some of my underclassmates.
You don't need to do all that for me. I'm happy to already have you as a friend.
What a natural. You sure can sweet-talk a girl. Or maybe you're just...
What? I didn't mean anything by that.
You're a serious one. But I like guys like that.
Oh, that was fast. I feel like I might respond to her saying she likes guys like me. But if I did say something, I feel like I just egg on her. I just egg her on. You keep teasing me, but do you even have a boyfriend yourself, Chisato-san?
You got me there. I can't say anything back.
In other words, you're no better off than me then.
I don't need love in my life right now. More importantly, whether we reopen the cafe is all up to how hard you work, you know?
Yeah, you're right. I'll think of a way to get this place back on its feet.
Please do. If there's anything you don't understand, let me know. Oh, we should exchange emails. I've been tasked with a bunch of other things to do before Kayoko-san comes back too.
Yeah. Let's exchange emails then. We both take out our smartphones and trade emails. It's reassuring to see the name Chisato Kamada in my contacts.
Well then, I'm going to head on home. Oh, your dinner is in the fridge, so just heat it up and eat.
Oh, you didn't make it yourself, did you?
I was in charge of dinner at home, so I made extra and brought it over.
I see. Thank you.
It's just a one-off thing, so you don't need to thank me. You know. I'm gonna get going. But if you need anything, don't hesitate to let me know.
Will do. Thank you. It was all I given to Chisato, but to let me know about how my grandma's been doing. It was all I given to Chisato, but to let me know about how my grandma's doing and how life would be for me here. I've never been able to tell her just how thankful I actually am. Alright, nice. Very good. I begin to read the newspaper. Okay, I begin to read the papers on Milk Hall Carmela as I eat the dinner Chisato made. Reading them, I'm able to get a sense of the origin of the cafe's name, the layout, and what type of items were on the menu. It seems like Milk Hall Carmela was chosen because of its calming ring, and the fact that it doesn't serve alcohol. I see, nice. My cheeks curl up into a smile at the thought of how my grandparents' kindness was reflected in it. The menu items seem like something you'd find at an old-style cafe, so you could definitely feel its age. I'll have to update the menu a bit. I write down ideas and various points in the notebook prepared for me while giving the documents a quick look over. Man, we just got right into this! Taking over the cafe, or helping reopen it. Sorry if my reading's a little weird right there. Sorry. Okay, I think I get how things are a bit more now. Sorry. To start, I think making the cafe name a bit easier to understand would be good. Milk Hall apparently means that the place doesn't serve alcohol. But to those that aren't familiar with the term, it might be hard to understand. It's a cafe. And Carmela means garden in Italian. Apparently it reflects the atmosphere of the cafe well, so I think it'd be good to keep that part. The new name I've thought up for the cafe is Tea Lounge Carmela. Alright. This way it's easy to understand that it's a cafe, but the roots of the name don't change so that regulars and past customers understand that it's the same place as before. I still need to discuss this with my grandma, so I don't know if this name will stick. But if this is a potential way to draw in new customers, then I want to try it. I also want to leave the old favorites on the menu, but try my hand at giving them a new touch as well. Huh? How'd it get so late? I don't know if it was because I was finally able to calm down and collect my ideas, but a yawn escaped from me. But because I was so focused on the task at hand, I completely lost track of time. I'll work for a bit longer, take a bath, and then get ready for bed. I think about all that while still reading over the papers, when something catches my eye. I hadn't noticed it before, but it looks like a note from when the menu was decided. A cup of coffee for a customer's tranquil afternoon, topped with the sweetness of true love's devotion. Ooh, could this be something Grandpa wrote out for Grandma back in the day? Maybe they started up Milk Hall Carmela with these thoughts in mind. Was it again? Cup of coffee, sweetness. Yeah. Very nice. Sorry, it's okay. I thought it was the name of the game. Love, sweet Garnish. Oh, kind of. Wait, let me. Yeah. Love, sweet. Yeah. Close enough. Okay. And the Garnish. Was Garnish there? Sorry, let me just check. Nope. Okay, sorry. I flipped through the pages with this in my hand until I come to a page with photos attached to it. There are many, ranging from old to new. This must be from when Grandma and Grandpa were still young. Both Grandpa and Grandma, along with their customers, were all smiles. Reading those words from before and seeing this photo, I realized that Carmela was a place well loved by the townspeople. What a nice cafe. I don't want Carmela to close. Looking at these photos has only made this feeling stronger inside of me. Yeah, and I pass it out. My field of vision sways back and forth, side to side. And I pass out. I feel my eyelids grow heavy, and my consciousness begins to fade away. I need to lay down first. Maybe I'm remembering something from the past. Oh, a memory from when I visited this town when I was little. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Ooh, nice. I think it's from when I went to my dad's home, the place I am now, to visit my grandpa's grave. My parents and grandma talked about what to do about the future. Of things. They talked about how my grandma, being on her own, was a concern. If she should come live with us or continue the cafe by herself. I thought that she should do whatever she wants, but because I was just a kid, I had no say in the matter. I went to a nearby park of my own, thinking it would be best for me not to intrude on the conversation. There, I met a young girl. Ooh, CG! Kind of. How do I need to hide this? How do I hide? Wait, no. Hide. That girl. She was crying. You don't need to cry anymore.
But it's really okay. Don't cry.
She looked over this way, still crying, almost as if she was scared of something. She was around the same age as me, so I was hoping maybe we could play together. Maybe there was some way I could cheer her up.
Hey, I've got something cool to show you. Just wait a bit, I'll be right back.
I sprinted off.
Huh?
Man, this music is good. Without even listening to her response, I ran off to Grandma's house, grabbed a certain something, and dashed back to the park. Ran far. I don't know how far away, but yeah. I returned out of breath. She was still in the park, waiting.
Sorry, I made you wait on your own. Who are you? Where are you from?
While waiting for me, she had stopped her crying. Even though hesitant, she finally started speaking.
My name is Ogisawa Asaki. I'm just visiting my grandma's house, so I don't live around here. Oh. What's your name? My name is...
Just what was that girl's name again?
You don't need to remember it, though.
It's all because she said that I can't remember her name now. She kept glancing at me bashfully.
Asaki is a pretty rare name. You think so? Your name is pretty rare too. Really? Yeah, it's the first time I've met anyone with that name. It's the first time I've ever met someone called Asaki too. Oh.
I heard a small, cute sound. The cheeks of the girl in front of me flushed bright red as she looked at me.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, are you hungry?
No, that's not it. It was, my tummy just...
As if it was resisting the words of the embarrassed girl, the same sound came from her stomach. Perfect timing. You know, my grandma's really good at making yummy desserts. She runs a store.
A store?
Yeah, a store that sells tea and dessert.
A cafe is what it's called, I think. Do you know it? I know there is a place nearby. I've been there with my mom before.
It's probably that store. Have you had this before?
Huh?
I pulled out my favorite dessert, which I grabbed from the house. Grandma's black bean daifuku, made from mochi. She'd definitely be happy after having that. But when I tried to give her the daifuku, she looked at me with a troubled expression.
What's wrong? I hate mochi. Oh, I didn't know. Sorry. Wait. Hey, I haven't had it that much. Just at New Year's, so... Oh.
Again, I heard that cute sound. It was almost as if it was on cue after looking at the Daifuku. I took another Daifuku out with my other hand and decided I'd have one first to show her.
Yeah, it's really yummy. Grandma's Daifuku is really special. Really? Yep, I usually don't like the red bean paste on the inside of Daifuku too much, but I can eat Grandma's because it's so yummy.
She continues to stare at me as I answered her and ate more of the Daifuku.
Did you want to try some? Maybe, just a bit. Maybe, just a bit. Okay, go ahead. Thanks. I'll give it a try.
She nodded her head slightly, hesitantly, and ever so slowly. She put the black bean Daifuku into her mouth.
How is it?
Her eyes shone. From that alone, I knew her answer. Which is a single bite, you could tell Grandma's Daifuku was special.
Yum! I've never had mochi so yummy. You can eat yummy stuff like that all the time at Grandma's store. Wow, your grandma is like a magician. I'm sure Grandma would be happy to hear that. Is your tummy better now? If you're still hungry, you can have mine too. Is it okay? I want to eat more. Is it okay? I want to eat more. I'm glad to hear it. I'll go again sometime with my mom. I want to eat more mochi. The mochi dessert you had earlier is called the black bean Daifuku. Okay, thanks. Thanks for helping me eat red bean paste and mochi. Did you, want to play with me? Yeah.
Alright. We had met and played together once, and only for a few hours until the sun went down. But thanks to Grandma's Daifuku, I was able to make a friend in this town, even if only for a bit. I wonder if she's still doing well. Maybe I'll meet her all of a sudden again one day. Maybe I'm making too much out of it. It's a small town, so it wouldn't be that crazy for us to meet again. So certainly, it should be okay for me to look forward to it, after all. I met her again in my dreams tonight. That on her hand, I thought that was her tears. It was just the thing with the words on it. Ooh, nice. Alright, love, sweet Garnish. That's a good CG, I guess. Yeah, that'll work. Cool. Alrighty then. But that's all the time I got for this one, everybody. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like below. If there's any other games you would like me to play or just want to talk, please comment down below as well. And if you like this and would like to see more, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bells. That'll be epically appreciated of you. And as always, my name is CherryBoy, and my goal in life is to make you smile. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye! See ya! Also, let me know if you like this game. Yeah!